This is a 1967 Ford F100. Gen 3 Mustang Illuminator motor, brand new chassis underneath, powder coated calipers, nice red interior leather, Restomod AC controls. So fast the GPS can't even keep up with the speed. Hey everybody, Jason with Fender Garage here in Gilbert, Arizona, and we have a really sweet truck here. This is a 1967 Ford F100. This is kind of the grill you would have got. Looks super good, very straightforward, simple, and then they went into more plastic inserts, you know, from 71 to 72. So everybody likes a 67 to 69. And how do you know the difference between a 1967? But the easiest way is to tell is that there are no side marker lights on the side of the truck. That wasn't until 1968 that the Department of Transportation decided to put some laws in place that says, hey, we got to have reflectors on the side so we can see vehicles that are driving, and it'll be a little bit easier. So safety started to become more of an issue. Seatbelts started to become more of an issue. All this stuff started to really change. But if you don't have to have reflectors, you got a 1967, it's kind of cool. So anyways, I made sure I wore my red shirt, right? So that I can actually match with this truck super well. So with this 1967 truck, this is what our Revival series that we actually, a customer came in, his name's Oscar, super cool guy. I've never met him, but I've heard he's pretty nice. And hopefully I get to meet him today because guess what? He's picking this up today. And so we want to do a little quick video before he comes to pick this up. The truck itself showed up. He bought this truck. It was already painted black. All that work was done. Pretty clean, pretty decent paint job. Purchased it at an auction. And so he brought it to us because he wanted to put a brand new chassis underneath it. So he entered into our Revival series program, and which basically means we're not touching the paint. We didn't touch the inside. We cleaned up a couple little things under the hood, and then we put it all back together on a new chassis. So for starters, it didn't have trim on it, so we put the trim on it. He wanted to have this nice looking trim put back on it, and it really looks good on a black truck. Of course, we've got wheelwood brakes. We did the red powder coated calipers. He's got 14-inch front and rear rotors, 6-piston calipers, so pretty nice looking truck. I mean, really has a nice stance. And so this is our level 1. Tire size, he really didn't want to go with 20s, and so we went with the 18s. 18s make it a little bit harder to find a good tire that actually matches front and rear, and on this one, because it's supercharged, a little bit more high performance tires in the back than we would typically put, but that's going to give him the traction that he's looking for. We have Toyo proxies on here. So anyways, pretty cool setup. Ranger edition, and you've got the Ranger logo in the back. Painted bed, no bed modifications other than we put this here so you can put fuel right there. You can purchase this on our website. But otherwise, he's got the full stainless steel in the back. He's got his third brake light. He's got full stainless windshield trim. Everything on this just really has just a nice classic F100. Let's check out the inside. So the inside we upgraded. He went with a nice red interior leather. It's from Relicate, and so we put a red carpet, German square wave red carpet in there. We got a Spark steering wheel, kind of left that polished here, and then had that leather wrapped. Of course, he's got a nice bench seat in here. We did put some cup holders there so he can like have a drink, put his phone there, whatever he wants to do. And then of course we got this AC valance, and then we've got our bottom piece that goes on there. This is an AC valance we put in a while ago before we designed our new one. He's got door panels that we've put on here to match, and then this is just a factory dash pad that he had, and we didn't leather wrap that. We did keep the headliner. He wanted to keep that cardboard kind of original perforated look, and so that's kind of original style back then, so he wanted to keep it a little bit original, a little bit of a hot rod, a little original, but not feel like it's, you know, too over the top. Just clean, classic. So in here we have a retro sound stereo system that's connected to some speakers, and then he's got the Restomod AC controls right here. And if he gets used to it and he wants to take those off, he could, but at least it gives him some information. He's got cutouts on here, which I don't know why he needs those, because turns out it's already pretty gnarly with a supercharged engine. Pretty much traditional, kept everything pretty much the same. Bluetooth speaker right here, so that if somebody does make a phone call and he's connected, he can answer it and have some hands-free calling. Anyway, so super cool, but we gotta see what's under the hood. Here we have a Gen 3 Mustang illuminator motor. We've got supercharged Wizard radiator, and then we've got the intercooler overflow tank overflow for the radiator tucked in here. You've got your intercooler right here, and then of course you got your power steering right here. Cold air intake that we've designed and built. Try to give it as much air volume as you can. Check it out. We even have the original jack that came with it. Kept it right there. Your washer reservoir, and then our brake kit that we sell. Those are two things we use quite a bit of. And then really from there, we try to keep it as simple looking underneath, but still serviceable, right? We want it to be clean, easy for him to access a lot of stuff. Again, a truck we did not paint at Fat Fender Garage. We took care of making sure the radiator core support and the inner fenders, all were kind of tidied up. But from there, we just literally swapped it over onto the chassis, wired it up, and put it back together. It's got, brand new LED retro brights from Holley, and then we have LED lights throughout the truck, just a little bit brighter lights. But let's go for a quick little drive. This chassis make all the difference in the world. The handling, performance, and everything's super great. But let's just go for a drive, and we'll hit it a little bit, wipe it down one more time, and give it to the customer. All right, should we go for a ride? Let's go. Fast, the GPS can't even keep up with the speed. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty well. Like you can see that it's really tight. Steering super tight. It doesn't really float or anything. They just track straight too. These chassis are just really straight tracking. Runs great, and we're ready to get rid of it. Wish we could just keep them all, but apparently people like to get them back for some reason. I don't know why. They get super excited to have the opportunity to own it back in their shop, their house. So this is gonna be fun. He's gonna have a lot of time. He's gonna have a ton of good time cruising around in this. So one thing that I really enjoy about the Revival series is that they're simple. They're really easy to just move some sheet metal over, put it on a brand new chassis, just do a couple little things to it, and then just get it turned back to the customer quickly. It takes a lot of the extra stuff, right? Because you can get caught up in, can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? And with the Revival, you can't. We're gonna keep it pretty straightforward and get it completed and back to you as soon as possible. We're excited to get this turned over. It's super cool, and follow along. We've got more Revival series that are being finished up in the shop, and so we'll keep showing what this process looks like. I know we've got about 7 or 8 that are coming up here in the next 4 weeks that'll be done. So follow our channel, stay up to date with the latest and greatest and products and content that we're producing, and we'll see you next time. Have a good weekend.